In the book, Baba, God is Love and Live in Love, Baba says, the hearts of children are pure. They are drawn naturally to the feet of the Lord, for they have no attachment to sensory objects, preventing them from imbibing the fragrance of the divine glory, which translated to simple English is there's nothing preventing the children from absorbing ideas or knowledge correctly. Essentially, children's minds are always open. Baba also says in the book, I like children and the young and the innocent. I pay them great attention. Children have unselfish love. They are innocent onlookers. And Baba says, pour out all your love on the children around you and instruct them gladly and sincerely. The bliss that radiates from the face of the children is evidence of their innate, that is the inborn and natural simplicity and sweetness. Now I go on to Satya Sai Baba's message on May 11, 1998, which I'll tie both of them in as I go along. All that relates to the body is temporary and transient. And transient means lasting only a short time or impermanent. What one should seek is enduring bliss. Happiness is a union with God, and Buddha prescribed 5 duties: good vision, good thoughts, listening to good things, good speech, and good actions. These 5-fold duties constitute the true sadhana, which is a spiritual practice. In essence, the key takeaways with regard to the children, even when we are providing feedback, is, are we instructing them gladly and sincerely, and providing them good thoughts, good speech, and good actions? In fact, we are delighted to see the young children in our weekly budgets and their strong dedication and commitment in the entire proceedings. I've seen the number of tabla players grow by leaps and bounds. Not to mention their recent activities and enthusiastic participation in the Maury beach cleaning service activity. Some took time from the cleaning to eat ice cream as well. Also, all the children were in full force in the games that took place on the beach with great enthusiasm. On the games, there was an incident that caught my attention that captures some of the things that I have narrated earlier. It was a sort of an engaging and loving conversation between a parent and a child. As the child was understandably disappointed that they lost the ball game and they failed to score. I was sitting and enjoying my lunch in the tent and could not help but overhear the conversation, this deeply engaging and loving conversation. I was impressed with a parent who took considerable time and effort to outline the boundaries and the rules of the game visually on the mobile device, which he opened up. It looks like a tab. He drew the boundaries, he drew the rules, explained the rules, and he tried to explain why we did not do well in the game. The parent patiently took the time to pacify the child and make him understand clearly with this detailed explanation where they did go wrong. Now I see some of the faces wondering who this parent and child is.
You know who it is.
Please put up your hands so they all recognize you. Now, I have his permission. In fact, I called him up yesterday evening to say that I'm going to quote this. Are you okay with it? So he gave me full permission to quote him. So this is Brother David Raj and his son Jaden. After all was said and done, Brother David Raj impressed upon his son at least a couple of times that winning isn't everything. And the most important was participation. He then checked with his son whether he now understood his explanation the rules of the game, and he said, as his father, he fully understood why we went wrong, and then he said, you as my son will also understand. The last part was interesting, as he said it, and I checked with his son whether do you understand what I said? I think he gave you a very positive, affirmative response. Then, when I called Brother Raj, I said, I'm going to quote you and your son, because I said, it's easy to catch people doing things wrong. And I said, I like to catch people when they do things right. So he did it very right. Because it's easy to find faults in others, and that's why they say, a sharp eye for faults can lead to a blind eye to beauty. That means you're always looking at faults, you fail to see the beauty in the whole thing. So, I thought you did very well on that occasion. So you're a very fine example of what it says about teaching them sincerely and gladly. So on behalf of the center, I urge everyone to continue to support the young children, continue to support them. They might make a few mistakes here and there. I saw Brother Deviraj getting each one and play and listening whether they were doing it correctly. And that's good. That's giving you a very positive environment for you all to grow in this thing. So tap on his expertise. Let's then continue to practice the fivefold duties of sadhana as mentioned in Swami's message. Good vision, good thoughts, listening to good things, good speech and good actions. Also remember, at the end of the day, all religion teaches us two things. Think good and do good.